Testing. Testing.
All right, thank you. Okay, hey, good morning. Nick here. As the boys hit the ice, we're live this morning from Adora in Fort Collins. As we're going to see the 2-0 Rough Riders face the 2-0 Florida Mission in 1 of 2 in a doubleheader today. This will finish out the pool play, and then these two teams will meet again this afternoon in the championship game. So looking forward to feeling each other out in 1 or 2 games today as we go. Just going to double check the stream here, make sure that we are live. Do my best here to stay out of the feed. Okay. All right, boys approaching the bench. Roger here going to provide a few words of wisdom as we get underway. All right, out on the start today. All right, Luke Franklin with Asher Africano at center, Henry Ng, and Logan and Lincoln in the back. Puck is dropped. Sent back into the Boulder zone, retrieved by Lincoln. He's going to send it up, picked up by the defense of Mission. They're going to put a shot on. It's going to be deflected wide. Picked up here behind wide by Logan. He's going to push it up against the wall and then held up in front. Chipped back into the corner. Just missed there by Lincoln. He's going to be chased around behind. Africano here with a one-on-one, pinned his man to the wall. Picked up here by Logan. He's going to be tied up and pushed up against. Here comes Asher to help. He's going to put his man up against the wall. Push that puck up and then trying to get up here to Henry Ng. And Henry Ng's going to push it back deep. Sent around there by Logan. Up to Lincoln. Asher now in the corner, and this one's going to go behind. Tough time here breaking it out of the zone here in the first 45 seconds of the game. Lincoln's going to pick that up. He's going to chip it up against the wall, send it up here to a waiting Luke Franklin. He's going to break it out of the zone. That's going to be sent long wide, sent back in. Icing's waved off. Allow us to get a change. We're going to get a fresh 5 on. Avery Riddleberger first to arrive on the puck. Sent by the Mission out of the zone. Elliot Kaiser receives. He gets bumped off the puck. Good hit there by Xavier in the back. That's now picked up here by Henry. Henry Nines, he's going to gain the line. He's going to put a little dipsy doozle on. Still with control of the puck, and then floats out of the zone. Sent back here, picked up by Burke. Burke's going to send it back down deep. He's going to rest here behind, sent up along the wall. Picked up and out by Elliott. Elliott's going to hold on to it while we wait to get out of the zone and then back in. Sent across the neutral zone by Mission. Mission looking to regroup. They're going to chip it down deep and chase. Picked up by Elliott. Along the boards, over to Mission. Mission with a wide open shot on the goal. Good job there by Xavier. He gets there to break that up. Stops a wide open shot there on the net. All right, out now is Soren Deppy, Evan, Derek, Lucas, and Cooper. Can be sent, picked up by Lucas. He's going to skate around behind. He's going to send it up around the board. So we're waiting Soren Deppy, who has time. Soren tries to put one across, picked up there by, and then sent back in. Cooper loses his stick. He sends it back in. That's going to go on goal, pushed away, whiffed on it there by the defense. It's going to slide by Lucas. Cooper with time as we regroup. So that's going to be an offsides call. D-Rock was just inside the line as Cooper sent that one back up against the boards. We're going to take a face-off here in neutral ice. We're going to take it center ice. All right, linesman doesn't like what he sees. He's going to rotate them out. Soren Deppy's going to take it. That's going to be picked up, sent back, up by D-Rock, and picked up by Mission. Cooper there is going to punch that one out, and then we're going to get it on the move. That one's going to go back along the boards. Lucas first to arrive, picks up, has time. He's going to handle the puck, move it away from the two, continue to skate it. Skating out of trouble with time. He's going to continue to skate it himself. with the opportunity. He's going to send it up to Soren. Good job getting it out of the zone. Picked up by D-Rock. D-Rock's going to send it in. Going to be picked up by the Mission defense. Sent back. Lucas with time. Lucas going to chip it back in. That's going to be chipped out of play, and now we're going to get a full 5 change. All right. Back again here for Asher with the face off. Asher the face off play, and that one's going to get sent back to the Mission defense, who's going to chip it in deep. Collected by Lincoln. He's going to play it off the boards. Tough pass there into the neutral zone, picked up by Mission. They go D to D and send back through deep into the Boulder zone. Logan's there. Picked up by Logan. He collides with the defender there from the Mission. That's going to be sent around behind. Picked up now by Logan. Logan with the opportunity. Okay. Logan's going to push his man. They're going to win that 50-50 puck. There's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a cross-check called, I think, on Logan. We're going to go on a man. We're going to go on the kill. Roger's going to make a change here. As Logan takes a seat, he's been 2 minutes for cross-check down in the corner there. Avery Riddleberger and Berkey out as your 2 wingers. Backing him up will be the Elliott's Xavier pair. Puck is dropped here inside the Boulder offensive zone. Xavier with possession loses a tire. Whistle is blown. Looks like a trip is going to be called on Mission. So now we're going to go 4-on-4. This should come back to the Boulder offensive zone. I think we're going to keep the same 4 out, but what a great turn of events here is the Mission player is going to take a seat. 2 minutes for tripping. 9:23 to play here in your first period scores. Avery Riddleberger in for the faceoff. That one's going to come back. Xavier with time. Xavier's going to put a little move on. He's going to put a shot on goal. Oh, just squeaks there as the corner is sealed off. That one's going to go wide across in front by Berkey and then pushed away. Now Mission with control. They're slowed down. Berkey's going to have an opportunity here. Wide open on the ice. Ooh, Xavier. Sorry, that was Xavier. Xavier was skating. He's going to send back down deep. Avery Riddleberger's going to have it. He's going to dump it off back on the boards. Berkey bumped off the puck, picked up by Mission. Mission's going to send it out. That one's going to be Newcamp is pestering, pushing him wide, then picked up by Elliott. Elliott's going to push that one up on the boards. Now he has possession. He's going to send that one deep and across, icing his way off. Back inside the offensive zone. That one's going to be sent up wide. Plenty of time for Xavier. Xavier's going to send it back down deep. Around behind. Good little battle here going on between, now Berkey has it. He's going to have an opportunity to send it across the front. Nobody home. That's going to be played off the wall. Picked up by the Mission. Mission through the neutral zone. 2-on-2. Good job there. Picked up there now by Cooper's, and now he's going to lose his feet. He's going to be sent down. That's going to be sent across. Icing's waved off. Boulder's going to go for a change. He was going to apply a little pressure as Mission sends it. That's going to go into the stick of Henry Nines and then turned over in the neutral zone, sticked away. That's going to be picked up. Lucas there. Lucas is good job there by Lucas. Hard play. Moves his man off the puck. Sent down deep along the boards. Both players lose their feet, but prevented a goal there. That one's going to be shot around behind. Pushed away in front. Now picked up by Henry Nines. Henry Nines moves it. It's going to come off the puck. Back here, Lucas. Oh, my goodness. Shot there by Mission. And in. We're going to still be on the 5-on-4 here for another 11 seconds. Score is 1-0, 7:35 to play. A little bit of a scrum here in front. Now picked up by Lincoln. Lincoln's going to try to serve that one in front. He gets bumped off the puck around behind. He's floating. He's got possession. He's going to put a shot on. Puck is live in front, and just saved by the Mission. Now picked up, back to 5-on-5. That's going to come back around. Lincoln is right. He's got time. He's going to put that one on. That one goes wide and into the glove of the Mission goalie. Nice little flurry here for the last 35 seconds. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. 1-0 is your score. Evan Solomon now to come in to take the face-off. D-Rock and Soren Deppy are your wings. A little bit of a tie up there. That's going to be sent high and out of play, so we'll take another face-off here. I think they're going to take it here inside the Boulder zone. I'm sorry, the Mission zone. Face off then back up against the wall. That's going to slip by Lincoln and no icing is going to be called. Now we have a foot race. Played there by. Now through the neutral zone. Foot race back in the other direction. Icing is waved off. Soren Deppy is there. He's going to chase this man around behind as they play it up against the wall. Picked up live in the sent back down by D-Rock. Now Evan down there. Hold that in. That's going to be sent live in front. D-Rock with a shot. That one goes wide. He's sent around here now. Picked up by York. York's going to have, he loses a handle and out of the zone. He's going to send that one across to Logan. Logan with time. Allows the regroup. Logan attempts to make a pass. That one is blocked by the Mission. And then with a little bit of an exchange, now back with possession. That's going to be sent up and around. Through the neutral zone, picked up by Mission as Boulder's working to change. Logan with the puck. He's going to skate it into the zone, allow Boulder to complete the change. Here comes Asher. That one's going to be sent up against the wall and sent back. Luke Franklin's going to give chase. He's got time. He's going to send it across. Picked up by Asher. Asher now to Henry Ing. Henry Ing with an opportunity. He's going to put a shot on. That one's going to bounce in a second opportunity. Just off the post. Really nice with Henry there, getting his own. Good job there by Xavier as he loses his feet but then pushes it back in the zone. Now picked up by Mission. Deep centering pass across. Goes wide. Picked up by Xavier. Xavier's going to send it out of the zone. Collected by the Mission defense. As they look to send it across, that should be picked up by Elliott. Elliott's going to send it back through the neutral zone. Forcing another regroup. 43 defense. He's going to put another shot on. That goes off the shin pad of Xavier. Xavier's going to put a hard body on him, put him off his feet. Nice hit behind. Wins that 50-50 puck. And then over. We've got a breakout going. Good job here to Luke Franklin. Luke Franklin with an opportunity. He's going to go. He's going to send that one in. That's going to be offsides, but not called. That's going to be sent around behind. Now it's called. Looks like now we've got a penalty and an opportunity now for a power play. 92 White is called for. I didn't see it. It's getting a little bit of discussion here. 92 White. Boarding is the call. This puts us now on the power play. Henry Ninus with Berkey and Riddleberger, Lucas, and Cooper in the back. Cooper's going to have it. He's going to have time to put a shot on. That one just goes off the crossbar. Boy, we can't buy a bar and in this game. All right. Going to go back for another face-off. That one's going to be picked by Riddleberger. Up and out of play by Mission, so we'll come right on back for another face-off. .155 left to go in the power play. That one's dropped, picked up in the corner, back to Berkey to Lucas. He then sends it back in front, back to 17. I'm sorry, Henry Ninus. Henry Ninus with an opportunity. He's going to work it in front. Berkey there in front, sent back, picked up by Cooper. Cooper's going to put a shot on. That one's lost. He's going to chip it back in. Good job by Cooper there, and that one's going to fly out. That one should go for an icing. We're going to get a reset. 90 seconds to go in the power play. Really good job here continuing to generate shots on the power play. Really need to capitalize on this and even this game up. With 4:31 left to play in the first, 90 seconds to go on the power play. No change to personnel. Puck is dropped. That one's going to go back and out of play. Lucas in a foot race. He's going to win here. That one's going to be chipped down deep. Picked up by Cooper. Got a reset. Across. Over to Burke. Burke's going to gain the line. He's going to send it down deep. We're going to regroup here down inside of the offensive zone. That one's going to come around the boards. Handled by Cooper. Cooper across to Nines. Nines is going to send it back. Lucas now the opportunity. It's on his stick. He's going to go. He's going to send it back down to Nines. Now in front. That one's going to come back around and behind. Cooper's going for a change. So that one's going to float out of the neutral zone. Picked up by York. York's going to send that one back around and through. Now Riddleberger. Riddleberger with an opportunity. Defense is making a change, so we're still 4-on-4. That one's going to come around. Now picked up by Logan. Zone is cleared. Logan with an opportunity. Logan's going to go. He's going to have a wide open shot here as he sends it on. That one's going to play off the leg pads. Bouncing in front, send around, backhand that doesn't go. Soren Deppy now on the ice. We're going to regroup here inside the neutral zone. Guys, we got to push on that. Now picked up with a tough exchange there in front by Mission. They missed on a capitalized grade A opportunity, which is nice. Now that's going to come across. Picked up by Burke. Burke is going to gain the line. Soren was offsides. As Burke's had an issue with the puck there as he came across. Yep. A little bit of an exchange here between Deppy and 43 White. They're getting a little bit of chirp here. Officials have given them a warning. Or White's going to find themselves back in the penalty box. All right. Puck is dropped. 17 seconds left to go on the power play. That's going to be sent to Soren. Soren gains the line. Shot. Goes in behind, hung up behind. That one's going to be sent up against the wall. Should be played back to Logan and out of play. That should go for a icing. We're going to get one more face-off with 2 seconds in 5-on-4. So one more opportunity here as Roger's going to keep the 5 on. Face off here as time's going to expire. We're going to send that one back. That one's going to go D to D and out of the zone. Held in by Lincoln. Lincoln is going to send that one back. Picked up by Mission across and then chipped out by Mission. Now Logan. Logan's going to try to turn and burn. That one's Deppy's going to get a hit from behind. Bumped off the puck. Cross to a wide open. Good job there by. Ooh. Bumped up against the wall there, hard by 96. That one's going to go for a penalty, so we're going to be right back on the power play. Yep, another boarding call. Hit from behind. That should be 86 White. So good for us. Mission can't stay out of the penalty box. We just need to start to work on capitalizing on these, on the man advantage. All right, here comes Asher, Franklin, and Ing out for your 3. Backed up now by Mr. Newcamp and Elliot Kaiser. All right, boys. Here we go. Puck drop. Picked up by Franklin. Franklin tries to cycle back to Newcamp. Newcamp fights through it, holds onto it. Now it's going to be picked up. Ing gains the line. Has an opportunity. We're going to set it up. Send it back to the defense. Elliot Kaiser's going to send it back to Ing. Ing loses it on the wall and then sent out of play. Sent through the neutral zone. Newcamp now in a foot race. He's going to win. Picks it up. Sends it back into the neutral ice. Picked up by Mission. Africano's there. Ing with the puck. He's going to play it over to Elliot. Elliot now to Franklin. Franklin bumped off the puck, then sent back into the zone. Now we have 3 in. That one's going to come out and through the neutral zone. Now Newcamp gets chased. 1:24 to go here in the power play. 1:52 to go in the period. Picked up by Elliot. Elliot's going to get taken off his feet. Newcamp's got the puck. He's going to play it to Franklin. Franklin's going to get tied up and we'll continue to move it up the boards. Played out of the zone. Now across. D to D from Mission. Mission's going to send it back into the zone. Number 11 is going to give chase. Newcamp's there. He takes a hit, but then plays it in. Picked up by Asher. Asher bumped off the puck. Now a fight down in the corner. 53 seconds to play here. No time. Oh, that should be another. Okay. Keep going. There's going to have another power play opportunity here. Okay, so an idiot hit by 86 White down in the corner, or 88 White. So that's going to force another power play opportunity. So this should be a 5-on-3. A 5-on-3 for 40 seconds. We've made a change, so Nines, Burke, and Riddleberger backed up by Cooper and Mum. That one's going to get played back to Cooper. Cooper with a hard shot on. That one's going to roll around. Coming back to Lucas. Lucas with time. Lucas is going to walk it. He's going to take it over to, over to Riddleberger for the 1T. No dice. Picked up by Burke. Burke across to Nines. Nines says, see you later. And that's how you do it, boys, on the 5-on-3. Let's come right on back to the 5-on-4. Tied up 1-1. Really nice work there. Burke recognized Nines. Nice hard pass off the one time. Nines sends it home. Puck is dropped. Picked up by Mission. They're going to send it down deep to kill time. That's going to be played up against the wall. Lucas there. He wins the puck away. Picked up by Nines. Nines obfuscated around. He's got some opportunities. That's going to come there to both Lucas, and that's going to be played back and around. Those boys need to communicate. That's an icing call, so that's going to come for a face-off. We need to communicate. Here comes Soren, Evan, D-Rock, Lucas, and Cooper still on the ice. A lot of firepower here. 5-on-4 for another minute 26. Looks here to take an opportunity to take the lead here in the closing seconds of the penalty. That one's going to go back to Lucas. Lucas whiffs on it. And now we got a foot race. Cooper's going to cross. That one's going to be held. Picked up by Lucas. I think that's going to be a trip by Cooper. Tough mistake there by Lucas. He mishandles the puck. It goes underneath. Cooper with a trip to save the goal. So Cooper's going to go in for a trip. So we'll have 4-on-4 here. I'm sorry. Yeah. Four-on-4 hockey for 24 seconds here left in the period. Puck is dropped. Picked up by Logan. He turns it over. That one's going to be sent up against the wall. Now picked up by... was picked up by Evan. Moved to Deppy. Deppy with a shot on. Evan with a rebound. Soren off the leg cap into the rebound. And now we have a 2-1 hockey game. The 5-on-4, 4-on-4. So, good job there. Mission will bring their personnel high. We're going to get one more face-off here. 96 assist, 92 goal. All right, should be 5-on-4 hockey now. We're going to go continue with the 4-on-4, I guess. That one's going to be sent back. Soren with the, he's going to chip that one in, and that should be it for the period. All right, at the end of 1, our score is 2-1. then we're going to come back out on the kill with 49 seconds to play. Cooper's going to still serve Cooper's going to serve 95 seconds of his remaining penalty for tripping late in the first. All right, 4-on-4 hockey for another 49 seconds. It's hard to keep track of all the mission penalties. Evan, Solomon, Soren, Deppy, Lincoln, and Logan out as our four. Puck is dropped. Tie up in the center. Played by Soren. Soren with an opportunity. He's going to gain the line. He's going to put a hard shot on. That one's going to go deflect wide up the boards. Picked up by Lincoln. I think it's going to play it back down deep. That one's going to float. Good thing there. The mission kid lost his stick. That's going to be sent back around behind. Soren the time. He's going to get bumped, hit from behind. Picked up by Evan. Evan's going to cycle that one back up. All right. Looks like White's going to go again. Let's see if they're going to take them both. Soren's going to go. Yep, they're going to take them both. So Soren and 42, a little extracurricular back on the boards behind. So we're going to get a change here. We've got Elliott and Newcamp out now. So 26 seconds left on 4-on-4, and then about another minute 12 on 5-on-4 on the kill. This puck, interestingly, that's going to be tied up in the center, picked up by D-Rock. He's going to send it back up to Newcamp. They're tied up on the wall here. That one's going to be sent back to, gets tied up by the official, then picked up by D-Rock. Newcamp's going to send it, try to hit it. That one gets deflected. Still on. That one's going to squeak out. Tied up here on the wall. It's going to be sent back across. Elliott with time. Picked up by the mission player. Now picked up by Evan. Evan back to Elliott. Elliott to Evan. Picked up by D-Rock. D-Rock's going to skate it. He's going to gain the line, send that one back in. Picked up. Here comes Newcamp. That one's going to be sent back across. That should be an icing call. Roger's going to make a change here. So Franklin, what are we doing on D here? Looks like we're staying the same. Franklin and Asher are coming in. 4-on-4. 5-on-4 now. As about 17 seconds left to go until Cooper's out of the box. 11:37 to play in the second. He scores 2-1. Kaiser with his feet sent it D to Xavier. Xavier plays a light one. Picked up by Asher. Asher with an opportunity now. He's going to skate. He's going to try to chip one on front. Nobody there to pick up the rebound. Going to be covered. But that kills the rest of the penalty. So still have 2 in the box. 1 black, 1 white. Here comes Lucas and Solander now. Soren is still in the box. That one's a 1 on each side. He's probably in there for about another 90 seconds on the whistle. Asher now out with Ing and Franklin. Asher wins, set back down deep. Played hard up against the boards. That one gets bumped high around Lucas. and then chipped out of play by Cooper. So we'll probably take this to neutral ice. Nope, we're going to take it inside. We're going to take this one inside the boulder zone. Puck is dropped. Up against the wall. Lucas has it. He's going to send it around the side. Oh, that one gets hung up and then caught dangerously in front. Asher picks it up. He gets it over to Ing. Ing to Franklin. Franklin gains the line. Into the zone. Into the middle. Ing shot. Looks. Oh, and saves. Nice. Good job there. Lucas and Ing in front just trying to send that thing home as he got in on the play there. All right, now we're going to take an offensive zone face-off. No change to personnel. Puck is dropped. That one's going to be tied up and then sent through the middle. Lucas is going to force this man to get the puck up and then meet down in the middle. Picked up off the wall. There we go. Still behind. Picked up. Lucas with control now. He gets bumped into the wall. Still bumped in the wall. Lucas with control. He's going to put a move on. He's going to send it up to the boards and then back down. Lucas now again with control. He's going to hold it up against the wall, fighting off his man. Sent back up around the boards. Picked up by Boulder. Boulder's going to chip it up and through the zone. Here comes Ing. Hot to go. He's going to continue to chase that one down deep. He's going to continue to work. That one's going to be sent for an icing. Nope. Icing's waved. What? Weird. As Boulder's working to change. That one's going to be sent back around and behind. Cooper there, colliding with his man. That one's going to be sent out through the zone. Burke's going to give chase as Ing goes for a change. Whoop. .42 is going to be called for interference, so Cooper's going to take his second trip to the box. We just can't stay out of our own way. The box was empty. The box was only empty for about 10 seconds, Todd, and then we needed to put someone else in there. So Cooper in now for his second trip of the day. 2 minutes for interference. Uh-oh. Nice save. Woo! All right. That one went straight back to a defender who put a hard shot on goal, easily saved. Puck is live, kick back to the defender. This time he's on his backhand. He tries to send that one back down, gets skirt blocked and out of the way, but he's safe behind. Going to be played behind, worked in front. Mission with control. Good job there by Lincoln. He's going to put his man up, hard in front. Now Avery with the puck. Avery's going to move it to Burke. Burke's going to move around. He's got an opportunity. He's going to put another move on. He's got an opportunity. Backhander. Gets collected up. Good job. And into the Boulder zone. Boulder's right where they want to be here with 94 ticks left to go in this power play. Or in this penalty kill. Sorry. Burke's going to come off. Riddleberger 9-ness now. 9-ness is with the win and then push back to Mission. Mission's going to regroup here inside their own zone as they're looking to work their breakout. That's going to be held back across. Hopman. He's playing his man 1-to-1. That he takes a shot. It goes high. Now picked up by 9-ness along the boards. 9-ness bumped off the puck and then puts pressure. That one's going to stay on the boards. 9-ness moves it. Still along the boards. Still a little bit of a fight for control. That one's going to stay on the good guy's side there. And that one's going to be sent back. That's going to be a shot blocked with the stick there. As Logan's now going to push his man up against the boards. We got 3 behind on White. White's looking to try to set something up. That one's behind. Logan's there, sent in front, blocked by Henry. That one's going to come around behind. 40 seconds left to go here as Mission's starting to pick up the pace. Now picked up by Mission down in the corner. That one's going to be cycled up to the top. Their D-man's unable to handle it, so it's going to be sent back down in deep. Hopman is there. He's going to work it. They're going to try to work something across the front. That one's going to go out of play. So a little bit of miscommunication on the Mission side. is helping us. Is Boulder's going to work a change. Lincoln off. Elliott on. That one's going to come across. Elliott's going to have there. He's going to have time. He's going to send that one, ship it up and out. Good job. Soren's now going to get chased. 9 seconds left, and Cooper will be back out. Picked up there by Hopman. Hopman sends it in. Soren now with an opportunity. He's going to play that one around the player. It's going to go down deep, send up around the boards. Held in by Xavier. Xavier with a shot on. That one gets blocked, but then give us the opportunity to send it back around behind. That one's going to be sent up the wall. Elliott's there. Elliott with time on the shot if he wants it. He's going to send it. Tried to send that one down the boards. It got deflected off the mission player. Time has expired. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Here comes another shot. That one goes, glances off the post and out. Back down in the corner. Picked up here as the puck floats to the center out into neutral ice. Collected by 43 White. He's going to go send it back in. That one's going to be played off the boards. Evan Solomon's going to have it. Send it up to D-Rock. D-Rock gets bumped off the puck. Nice collision there. Nice hit up against the boards. That one's going to be sent back down deep. Newcamp's there. It's going to be called for an icing. I'll give Roger a chance to make a change here. Two to 1, 7:04 to play. Offensive zone faceoff here, taken by Evan Solomon. Elliott's going to, oh boy. Good job there by Xavier. Xavier's going to put one high. That one's going to get gloved. We'll take another faceoff. Dropped by. That one sent. Directed behind by the mission goalie. Good job there by Xavier. He puts one on. It's blocked. And then another one on. And that one kind of floats to the center. Now picked up by Soren Deppy. Sent across the center. Nobody home. Picked up by Mission. Mission's going to move it up along the boards. Picked up by Elliott. He can't hold on. Going to be moved across. He's going to play it. Oh boy. Meant to play it D to D. Good job there by Xavier. Gets in. Knocks the puck off his man. That's going to be sent dangerously across the center and then floating in out of trouble. Waved off by the, sent back up here. Evan Solomon's going to have an opportunity. He's going to skate around behind. Now Soren Deppy with time. Soren Deppy looks. He's got Hopman if he wants him. Lucas gliding in front, waiting for the puck. We're going to have another call here. Looks like White's going to take another trip to the sin bin. 6:10 to play. We're back on the power play. Oh, we're going to take 24 White's going to take a 2 minutes for boarding. All right. We're doing a little bit of an exchange here. So Solander, Mum, and then we've got the top line back in. Oh, Riddleberger's going to be a replacement. So Solomon, Riddleberger, Mum, Solander, Debbie. 2 minutes on the power play. Looking to take advantage here and get us an insurance goal. Whistle is blown. Lucas, get your stick on the ice. All right, that one's going to be sent to Cooper. Cooper's going to put a shot on. That one's going to sky. Went off of something. Lucas is pinching. Back down. Lucas is going to send that one back down deep. Around behind. Picked up by an out. That'll go for an icing, so we'll get a reset. Okay. Roger giving some quick instruction, and then the officials whistle it. 1:43 left in the power play. 5:53 left in your second period. Scores 2-1. That one's going to get sent back to Cooper. Cooper's going to put a shot on. That one's going to go off the leg pad. Got a 2-on-1 developing. Mistake there by number 11. Uh-oh. Cooper. That's 3 for Cooper. He needs to probably sit the rest of the game or he'll miss the next game. Because you can't have 4 in a game. Cooper's going to go 2 minutes for holding. That's his third of the game. Hopefully Roger's tracking. We don't need to get ourselves in penalty trouble with the player. All right, good work there. Picked up now by Logan. Logan sends that one to Deppy. That's intercepted there in the neutral ice. Now picked up by Deppy. A little bit, okay, in and out, forcing a regroup as we go here on the 4-on-4. That one's maneuvered there. A little bit too much stick handling there by 43 as he's trying to glide through the neutral zone. Mr. Sales gets himself over in time, closes down any opportunity there for that kind of weak backhander. Okay, here comes number 7, Avery Riddleberger with the face-off. That one's going to get played up and float out of the zone. Recovered there by Mission. Mission's going to work it through the middle. Still 4-on-4 hockey. That one again's, oh my gosh. 11 puts on a fancy display of skating and stick handling and ties it up now, 2-2. That'll bring Cooper out of the box. Actually, it will not bring him out. All right, Africano Franklin now. Still now 5-on-4 hockey. Sorry, 4-on-4 hockey. Okay, Roger, a little instruction here on how to set up here for the center ice face-off. That one's going to get one back by Mission into the boulder zone. Elliott plays it up and off the wall. Didn't have enough juice to get out and then picked up by Mission. Elliott now with time. He's going to put a little move on. Reverses. He's going to send that one up. Picked up by the Mission defender as he sends it back and around deep. Franklin with time. Franklin's going to win that one-on-one. There's a trip, not called. Picked up by Mission. We had 2 Boulder players on their tush here. Now that one's going to float to the top of the zone. Picked up by 98. 98's going to put an opportunity there. That one will be picked up by 23. Sent up on the boards. Now Africano. Africano looks to make the pass to Franklin. That one's knocked off by there and then sent back down deep by and out of play. I guess we're going to get a change here. Ing in. Riddleberger in. 7-9. 24 seconds left. About 24 seconds on the 4-on-4, and then about another 12 seconds will be in the kill. Picked up by Newcamp, sent around behind. Ings there, biting his man off the puck. Then moves. Puck's moved there by Newcamp. That's going to come out of the zone, which is okay. Now picked up by Mission. Henry Ings going to come hard on the forecheck and force his man. He gets the move put on him, and now he's on the back check. Going to get pushed wide here. It's going to come around the front. Need to put a body on this guy. Continues to maintain control. That's going to be sent to the high slot, sent back across. Shot on goes wide. Tied up in the corner. Picked up by Mission. Mission with an opportunity now. They tried to move it to the center. That one's going to be moved away. Henry Ing. Pestering and forces Mission to send that one out. Now Connor Burke's on the ice. That's going to be moved in. And immediately sent back out by Elliott. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. That's going to be sent on, pushed off by a little bit of dangerous stick handling there in front by Newcamp. It worked out for him. Now Connor moves, Ing to Connor. That one's going to be played up and around the boards. Newcamp's there. Good hit there by Xavier. Now picked up by Henry Nunez and then turned over. So we're back to 5-on-5. That one's going to be shot. That one's going to go back and around behind, and then a hard shot on that plays off the post. Newcamp's there, chasing his man, working the stick, and then that one's going to come back down deep. Picked up by, yet another penalty. I think both are going to go. No, we're back. Now we're on the power play. So white 42, black 19. So Connor Burke's also going to go. So he took them both. So it'll be 5-on-5 hockey here. With a face-off. Should be, they're calling for it in the should be 5-on. Oh wait, should be 5-on-5. Wait, hold on. It is 5-on-5. Here comes D-Rock out. Henry Nines to take the face off. That one's going to get played back. Sent across the front and then pushed out around behind. Picked up by D-Rock. He moves the puck to Nines, who then loses in the neutral zone. Now picked up by Lucas. Lucas has the opportunity. He's going to retreat with it and then make a nice pass there to D-Rock. He's going to send it in to the zone. Sent back around. That one's going to be played off the wall. Picked up by Lucas. Lucas is going to turn. He's going to skate that one up along the wall. That one's going to be played up and out. Picked up by Nines. Nines around behind. He's got a man with him. He's going to shoot it over to Riddleberger. Riddleberger unable to get that one going. Good work there. That one's going to hold up against the wall. And I think we're going to get another penalty. That should be a call on White. Now we're back on the power play. We cannot... Lots of penalties in this game. 2:16 to play here in your second. We're back to 5-on-4 hockey. Hopefully Avery's okay. He's a little shaken up, but collecting himself. Okay. Nines, D-Rock, Riddleberger, Cooper, Lucas. That one's going to get played back to the center. That one's going to be sent up to Cooper. Cooper, with time, he's going to put a shot on. That one's going to get bounced off. And in front, oh my gosh, here comes Lucas. Lucas puts a hard one up and bouncer in front. Here he goes again. Oh, and it just goes wide on him. So 2 shots on goal right there. All right, back to 46. 46 is going to send it back around. Come on, boys. We got to pay attention where we're at. All right, that one's going to fall. Now Nines to D-Rock, and in it goes! There you go, boys! Nice 1-2 and in. Goal with D-Rock, assisted by Riddleberger. And we're back to 3-2, so capitalizing on the power play opportunity. Good work there by the boys. There we go. 3-2 is your score. 1:50 to play in your second period. So we're all getting an education today on how many penalties we can rack up in one hockey game. Okay, this is played wide. Back to Cooper. Cooper's going to send it up along the boards. Back to Debbie. Debbie's going to chip it in. We're going to go to work. Evan Solomon there. Now back along the boards. That one's going to be come through the middle. Picked up by Mission with steam. Going to be sent through the middle. Pushed out wide behind. A lot of stick work there. That one's going to be sent in front and then moved away by Brendan. All right, picked up there by D-Rock. Sent up against the wall. Now, Evan with time. Lucas was calling for it. Lucas has it. He's going to send it in deep and then make a change. 96 there. Deppy. He's going to get crunched up against the wall, but the puck's going to come out and across. Hotman now. Hotman's got time. He's going to collect. He's got an opportunity to make a pass. He sends it through the neutral zone, collected by Mission, and then sent through the neutral zone. Cooper sends it. It's on Deppy's stick. Deppy's good. Okay, that one. Oh boy, that's tough. Mission has it. There we go. Cooper's going to pick that one up. That should be collected by Asher with steam. Deppy with an opportunity. He's just going to take it, send it in. Asher's going to try to get there for that second chance opportunity. 40 seconds left to go here. We're going to take an offensive zone face-off. 5-on-5 hockey. 3-2 is your score. All right, 40 ticks to play here in your second period. Asher there with the face-off win. That one's going to go. He's going to pick it up, send it back to Hopman. Hopman's going to send it across. Picked up now by Franklin. Franklin with a little bit of space. He's going to put a move on back to Hopman. Hopman's in, send it in deep. And then back up against the wall. Hopman still with control of the puck. He moves it over to back to Hopman. Hopman tried to get onto his forehand, couldn't get there. Turns the puck over. Mission has it. They lose their feet. Now picked up by Asher. Asher tries to play it around the player. He doesn't get it, but no, just get there, Henry. That one's going to be shot on and held in by the Mission goalie. $18.6 to go here in your second. Asher again. That one's going to be tied up against the wall. Back to Lincoln. Lincoln's going to have a chance at it. He takes a shot. That goes into it. Now Hopman has it. He's going to get a shot. That one gets blocked. 9 seconds to play. So we're getting a little bit of a convoy through the middle. That puck is moved away. Henry Ing, with 3 seconds to go, he's just going to move it back around the boards safely to Lincoln as time expires. 3-2's your score. One period of hockey to play. Oh. Okay, here we are. Started period 3 of game 1 of our doubleheader today. Now that one Elliott gets tied up in the middle, goes to Mission. Mission sends it in. Picked up by Henry Ninus. Ninus with time and behind, up and around the boards to go. Burke unable to handle. Picked up by Mission. 21 with a shot. Blocked there by Xavier. Now Henry. Henry with a man with him. That's gonna be an offsides. Well, Connor Burke's going to get called for a trip, so he's going to make his second of the day. Trip now on the kill, 12:38 to play. We just need to stay out of penalty box. Okay. Henry Ninus now with Ing to his right. That's going to come back to 43. 43 with time. He's going to put a shot on that's nowhere near the goal. And it's going to come back to the defense, sent back down around behind. Played with behind. A little bit of work down here in the corner. Good job there by... Oh, that's going to be skated in. Shot on. And we're all locked up. .42 White with a shot from the high slot. Beats Mr. Sales. All right, Evans, Deppy, D-Rock, Lucas Cooper. Now out. Puck is dropped. That one's going to get played up against the wall. Lucas is there with time. He's going to look. He's going to chip that one up against the wall to D-Rock. That's going to get intercepted there by White. Tied up on the wall there, and then back to Lucas. He's going to chip it back, and that one's going to get sent around back behind. Cooper with time. Cooper's going to play that one. He's got Deppy. Deppy unable to handle it. Plays it off. Good job there. Picked up by Blumenthal, and that one's going to go offsides. Take a little bit of a chance here to regroup. Not sure why we're going over here, but that's fine. No change here. Personnel. Puck's about to get dropped. There we go. Picked up. Now Deppy comes away with it, and he's entering the zone. That one's going to get tied up there and sent back to Cooper. Cooper through the middle. Now unable to handle, so we got a good one-on-one opportunity. Lucas is there. He's going to pick it up. He's got time. He's going to send it up and around to D-Rock. D-Rock's going to get it up against the boards, back and around. Lucas with time. Lucas has it. He's going to send it back and out of trouble to Blumenthal. He's going to send that one back through the middle. A little bit of a dangerous work there, but Deppy's got it with the opportunity to go. Deppy's going to do a little stick handling. He's going to put a shot on. Just get a shot on. Blumenthal looking for his second. Unable to get there. Sitting in front, Derek. Oh, just not quite. That one's going to be played up high. Held on, sent back in by Logan. Picked in and sent back around behind by Derek with time. Derek has it. He's going to look, send it around. Just get it in front. Deppy was sitting in front, unable to get it. That one's going to be sent back around. Now Deppy with time. Deppy's going to play that one off the thing. We got two in front. Just get it in front. Derek, now they're going to try to send that one up, out, and that's all right. D to D, regroup. We're going to reload here, sending it back to Derek. Derek's got the opportunity now. That's going to be offsides. Deppy just a little bit offsides as Derek looked to dance with it on the blue line. A little bit of miscommunication, but that's okay. Good, really offensive zone pressure here. Tied 3-3, 10:28 to play. Asher now. Franklin and Ing. Good face-off win. Picked up by Franklin. He's going to send it back down deep. Africano, with a little bit of time, gets puck bumped off and then sent back up against the wall. Lincoln with speed. He's going to put a move on. He has the opportunity. He's going to play that one across. Asher not able to hold on to it. Then Franklin chases his man back, and Ings here on the back check. Now picked up and held in. Picked up by Africano. Africano moves it through the legs. Let's get it to the middle. And then Franklin. Now picked up, little 3-on-2 developing, sent through the middle, and then glanced away by Franklin. Up against the boards. That one's going to come back across the middle and come out of the zone into the neutral ice, forcing Mission to regroup. They're going to send. That'll be offsides. It should be an intentional offsides. Should come all the way back into the... They're going to take it center ice. Interesting. All right, Henry Nunez with the face-off. Linesman didn't like what he sees, so we're going to take it again. All right, picked up by Newcamp. Newcamp handles, loses. Elliott sends one into the neutral zone. Avery Riddleberger is going to give chase. He gets bumped off to it. Here comes Connor. He's going to have the opportunity. Just misses on that stick, and then, or just misses on that shot, then gets sent back around behind. Picked up by, we got Riddleberger in front. Nine just tries to send one. That one's going to get sent to the high slot. Held in by Newcamp. Picked up by Mission. and sent through. That's going to be offsides. We'll take that offsides. So we had a 3-on-2 developing there. Hard shot on the goal after the whistle. Okay, no change here. Henry Ninus with the face-off. Riddleberger and Ing to his right and the left. That one's going to be played there. Good job there by Avery. Avery's going to win the foot race, so he's going to have an opportunity here. And it goes! Yes! That's a backhand opportunity there. Good job. Started with a face-off win by 2-7. And then really good heads-up play there by Avery Riddleberger to push through. A little 5-on-5 goal there. It takes us to 4-3. 9:04 to play. Avery's having him a weekend. Okay. Let's get one more. There we go. Ninus with the puck. He's going to enter the zone. He's going to put a shot on. That one's going to bounce wide off the leg pad. They're going to be sent back to Newcamp. Newcamp doesn't hold it in. We got a foot race going now. There's number 40 Goods. Good job there holding the line by Elliott. Elliott's going to... Newcamp gets bumped off the puck, picked up by Mission. They're going to send it back around deep. That one's going to be sent through. 21's going to put a backhander on. That one's through a little bit of traffic in the middle. That one's going to be sent around behind, picked up by Riddleberger. Riddleberger's going to play that one up to the top of the zone, held in by Mission. A little bit of a scrum here in front of the Boulder bench. Back to Elliott. Elliott with time. Elliott's going to play it across to Burke. Burke's got an opportunity. He's going to send a hard one there. Played off the wall by Ninus. Ninus unable to handle. That one's going to get whistled for an offsides. We'll get a change here. Okay. Evan Solomon now at center. He's going to send that one. That one's going to get tied up here on the blue line and then send into the mission zone. It's going to be sent back. They whip on it. Then opportunity now for... Oh, Lucas in front just didn't be able to get that stick on it. That one's going to float back. He needs to get back in his position. All right, that one's going to be sent back up to Cooper. Held in. Cooper's going to put that one on back to Cooper. And then back across. Now we got a little bit of a 2-on-1 situation going on. That one's going to be saved. Good work there by the defense. Take away that second opportunity. That one's going to go behind by Mission and in front. Blocked away. Picked up by the Mission defense. That one's going to be sent back up. Picked up now by Evan. Evan's going to give that one a tap. That one's going to float all the way into the Boulder zone. Picked up by Mission. As they go, that's through center ice. Lucas unable to hold on, and now we got a little bit of a chase going on. That one's going to be sent on. Oh my gosh. Pick that one back up. Franklin now with the puck. Franklin gets bumped off the puck. That one's retreated back across the center. Played up off the wall. Solander picks it up. He's going to send it up to Deppy. Now to Evan. Evan with an opportunity. He's got one with him as we're going across. He's got Franklin for the second. That little bit of a making a change here. Here comes Lincoln. Lincoln's going to put a hard shot on. That one's going to fly back around. Logan's now going to have an opportunity. I'm sorry, Franklin's going to have a chance. He's going to send it in front. Debbie's going to skate around behind with it. He gets knocked down behind the goal. That one's going to get sent hard. Picked up by Lincoln. Lincoln's going to send that one into the zone. That's going to be blown for an offsides. As Soren was just getting himself back out of the zone. Four threes your score, 6:34 to play. Asher now with the face-off. Franklin and Ing. Here comes Franklin. Just missed. there. Africano in the middle lifts the stick of the Mission defender. That one's going to go to Lincoln. Lincoln's going to send that one back up the boards. Picked up by Mission. Mission's going to go D to D, unable to make that pass clean. Getting played off his feet and then sent up around the boards. Now picked up by Logan. Logan with time. He's going to play that one back up and then sent back in for an offsides. Asher back in for the face-off. 4-3 score, 6-12 to play. Tied up there. Picked up by Mission. Mission's going to do a little backhand. That's going to be played up off the wall. Lincoln with time. Lincoln, oh boy, this thing is floating down the middle. In the middle, in the front. Now Logan with time. He's going to skate behind. Still with control. He's going to move it to Ing. Ing is going to put the Jets on here. He's going to try to move it to Asher. Asher's going to play it up against the wall. Ing's going to come away with it. Send it back down deep. Now Mission with the ball. That one's going to be sent all the way across. A little bit of a foot race. Lincoln with time. He's going to opt to skate around behind. He drops it. Picked up by Franklin. Franklin's got an opportunity if he sees it. He does not. Gets bumped off the puck. Then picked up by Ing. Ing's going to play it back up against the boards. Now picked up by Logan. Logan with a chance. He's going to send that one out of play and into the neutral zone, allowing for a change and forcing Mission to regroup. Mission's looking to play a stretch. That did not work for them. Now that's going to get played up against and out, which is good. Now forcing the Mission regroup. Good job there by Avery on the forecheck. Played around behind. Both teams looking to change. Now Elliott with the puck. Elliott's going to just take this one right up Broad Street. Hits Burke. Burke's going to skate that one into the zone. He's got an opportunity. He gets bumped off the puck and around behind. That one's going to get sent back to Nines. Nines back to Burke. Burke is going to try to put that one off. Low to high, boys. That one's going to get sent across the front, right off the stick of Riddleberger, and then turned over to the Mission. Mission's going to move that one. Foot race here as Nines. Oh, boy. Dangerous, dangerous chance there. That one's going to go. Let's go, Burke. Burke loses the foot race, but that one's going to be moved in, held into inside the zone as we're working to change here on the Boulder side. Good job there by Xavier. Bumps his man off the puck and then moves back into the corner. That one's going to get sent around, then sent back around by Elliott. Oh, there's a penalty on White. There we go. Now we're back on the power play. We'll get a change of 5 here. Good job by Xavier. Really tough defensive play, but clean. He gets hit from behind. So number 43 is going to take a trip. I think the call will be cross-check, but I'll just double-check. Nope, it's going to be roughing for boarding. All right, top line out here with the power play opportunity. Back up. All right, puck's dropped and sent across. Cooper with time. He's going to pick that one up. He's going to send it up against the wall. Ties up. Picked up here by Evan Solomon. Lucas gets a stick on it, slows the man down, and then he's going to go try to skate that there. Picked up there by Lucas. He's going to have to pick it up around behind. He's got a chance. He's going to continue to hold on to the puck. He gets pushed down from behind, then back up. Now he has it again, still with possession. Now moves it. That's, oh boy. Cooper had it in front. Got taken away by Mission. And now behind by Mission. This is not going well here on the power play. There we go. Now picked up by Derek. Derek's going to have an opportunity. Held in by Mission and back in. Now Lucas with time. Lucas is going to pick it up. He's going to opt to skate. He's going to move the puck to, oh, Soren. Just missed. Icing is the call. .303 to play. Taking a own zone faceoff here on the power play. Picked up by Soren and advanced. out of the zone, through the neutral zone. Soren enters the zone. He's going to move it back around behind. We're going to try to get set up. Picked up by Mission, then sent up and through. That's going to get called for an icing. Okay, now we'll get a reset here inside the O zone. Okay. Looking to add an insurance goal here with 46 seconds left to go on the power play. That one's going to get moved back to Logan. Logan back to Soren. Soren held up in the corner here with a man on, now 2. A little bit of a tie-up, back to Logan. Logan's going to send that one through the center. Nobody home. Picked up by Mission, up and out of play. Roger providing a little bit of coaching to Logan. Logan Lincoln out with the top. Puck is dropped. Picked up by Mission on the face-off. Fighting through traffic in the middle, then pushed wide. Good job there by Logan, forcing them to regroup. That'll be moved and held, and then off of Derek. Derek's going to chip that one into the neutral zone, forcing them to regroup. We still have about 20 seconds left to go in the power play. That'll be offsides. All right, we're going to get a new 5. Henry, Nines, Burke, and Riddleberger out now. That one's going to go wide, right off the red line. Picked up in retreat there by Logan. He's going to go D to Lincoln. Lincoln with a long stretch there to Riddleberger. Riddleberger's going to skate and send it back down deep. About 3 seconds left here on 5-on-5. Burke's going to pick that one up. Back to Riddleberger, holding up against the wall in the corner. Now picked up by Mission as they're going to try to chip it out. They've got this dangerous stretch player sitting there on the line now. Good job there by Logan. Bumps that guy off the puck, and now to Burke. Burke's going to move that puck to Nines. Doesn't handle. Back to Riddleberger. Now picked up by Nines. Nines going to chip that one in deep. Burke's going to chase. We'll make a defensive change here as that one comes up against the wall to Riddleberger. Riddleberger loses control there, and now back to Mission. Mission, Nines there, and then off and glanced across. Picked up by Mission, off their player. Now Riddleberger through the center. A little dancing here in neutral ice, into the zone, and then out of the zone. They're offsides. Offsides on all of Mission. So now we complete the change. Here comes the top line back out. Elliott and Nines out in your defensive position. $1:12 to play, 4-3 is your score. All right, that's the end of the timeout. Referees or the linesmen are whistling. All right, we're going to take a face-off here in neutral ice. 6 on 5. Here comes Lucas and Cooper out with the top line. 6 on 4 hockey with an empty net for Mission. 1:12 to play. Critical here to win this face-off. Get this puck moved into the offensive zone. I'm going to take another chance at that. I don't think the linesmen like what they saw. Neither did I. Stakes are high here. Puck is dropped. That one's going to be sent in and behind. Lucas is there with speed. Oh. All right. Recovered. Sails covered. Now we're forcing an O-zone or a D-zone face-off. 6 on 5. Empty net. Mission. All right, that one's going to get played up against the wall, sent around behind. In front, tied up. Lucas has it. He's going to chip it up and through the neutral zone. Well done, boys. 55 seconds left to play. Forcing the regroup. That one's going to get sent around behind. Good job there by Derek. That one's going to be sent through the neutral zone and through the center. Cooper's going to have it, and he's just going to send that one through. That should go for an icing. Oh, that's Kaiser. Kaiser and Mung, their defensive pairing. 41.6 to play with 6 on 5 empty net on Mission. There goes the puck. Cooper moves it around behind. Picked up by Lucas. He's going to send it up across the boards. That one's going to get moved up around the boards. No opportunity. Now around behind. Elliott. Elliott's going to tie that one up over to Lucas. Lucas is going to send that one, or I'm sorry, that was Evan. Around behind. Picked up by nobody. That one's going to be sent across the middle. Through. Lucas moves it out. Oh! Center. Tied it up. Looks like this one's going to end in a tie. .14 seconds left to go. 4-4 is your score. Move to Avery. That they're going to wave it, so it's going to be down here in the offensive zone. Move to the center. Shot on, off wide, and that's your game. 4-4 time. Thanks for listening.